It's time for the second match of this Tuesday. And what a match we witnessed some time back between Qatar and Saudi Arabia. All set for match number 16 on day 5. It's going to be Bahrain taking on Cambodia. Both these teams have not gotten off to great starts and still to register their first points. Time to go down to Pranav Mehta, who's with both the captains for the toss.
It's toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. ACC Premier Cup 2024. Cambodia taking on Bahrain in this all-important encounter. On my left, it is Etienne Books, the stand-in captain of Cambodia. On his left, it is Haider Ali, Bahraini captain. And on his left, the match referee, Mr. Prakash Bhatt. Books, you have the coin. Heads is call. And the rolling coin says tails. Bukes, standing in as captain for the very first time and coin in your favor.
Yeah, it's a great honor for me to represent my country as captain today. But first of all, I would say good luck to the Bahrain team. And also, we would like to bat first.
Bat first, any particular reasons for that?
No, I just feel that we saw in the first game against Saudi and Qatar, the pitch was playing a little bit low in the second innings. So we would rather check our chances with the ball in the second innings.
Number on your mind?
Yeah, if we can get a par score, maybe 150, 155, I feel on the pitch was good if we looked at the game of Qatar. Like I said, the pitch played a bit difficult in the end. But 150, 155, I think it's par on today's wicket. So yeah, we hope for all the best here.
Great. Best of luck for the game.
Thank you, sir.
हैदर, टॉस आपके फेवर में नहीं आया है, तो कैमरा की तरफ सब बहुत सारे फैंस हैं आपके. क्या करते हैं अगर टॉस जीते तो?
आज हम टॉस जीते तो आज हम बैटिंग करते हैं, क्योंकि लास्ट हम जो सेकंड मैच है और फोर्थ इनिंग्स में तो बॉल थोड़ा टर्न भी होता और थोड़ा स्लो ट्रैक हो जाता है. तो कोई नहीं, हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इनको 120 130 पर आउट करने की.
चीज़ें आपकी फेवर में नहीं रही है, स्पेशली इस टूर्नामेंट में, तो क्या बोलना चाहते हैं? बहुत सारे क्लोज मैचेस हुए हैं.
हाँ, बहुत सारी मिस्टेक्स, छोटी छोटी मिस्टेक थी जो कवर अप नहीं हो सकी, क्योंकि यूएई ओमान टीम्स जो बड़ी टीम्स हैं जो मिस्टेक को कवर नहीं करने देती. तो हम बहुत कुछ यहाँ से सीख के जा रहे हैं, तो इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट टूर्नामेंट में हम पूरा प्रिपेयर होके आएंगे.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
थैंक यू सर.
So the news from the center is Cambodia, they won the toss and they are going to be knocking the ball first.
Right, so Cambodia winning the toss and electing to bat first. Overcast conditions, windy as well. Both these teams haven't registered their first points so far. And that's why this clash will certainly add more perspective to their plans. Uday Singh, Hatinjar to open the innings. And alongside him, his partner will be Ram Roshan Sharan. Early days for them in associate cricket. They'll be eager to find their feet and just about give a good account for themselves. And Ali Dawood will be for Bahrain, who'll do the honours with a white new ball. Just the right time to introduce my co-commentator, Mudassir Ali. Good afternoon, Mudassir.
Good afternoon, Mikhail, and good afternoon to all of our viewers. And looking at the field setup, deep square leg and third man two fielder station outside the 30-yard circle and a slip in place. The experienced Ali Dawood getting ready. Play on, says Ravi, runs in Ali Dawood.
Oh, that got the inside edge. Cambodia off the mark in edgy fashion, but they'll welcome it. Uday Singh, Sharan opening the innings. Ali Dawood. Well, Bahrain, I'll tell you what, they've looked good in patches. S. Ravi. Two umpires officiating this game. Naresh D'Souza. They are the on-field umpires in this contest. He's at square leg. The TV umpire is Abdul Jabbar. Fourth umpire Vinod Babu. And the match referee for this game, Prakash Bhatt. The umpiring has been brilliant so far in this tournament. That's taken the edge. Soft dismissal. Ali Dawood takes a wicket of his very second delivery. Sharan has to depart.
The initial days of this tournament, we have seen the batters enjoying out there in the middle. Now it's time for bowlers to trouble the batters here. Excellent delivery. A golden duck. Bowled the right channel. Slight movement. Thick outside edge. And look at that catch taken by the wicket keeper. A brilliant take. Cambodia losing their first wicket. Ram Roshan Sharan without troubling the scorers back in the hut.
What a start here for Bahrain. Cambodia winning the toss, electing to bat first. And it's time for Vimukti Viraj Radela to walk out. He comes in at number 3. Little bit of a shuffle in the top order there.
Exploiting the conditions quite well. An early breakthrough has been provided by Ali Dawood.
Mudassir, this is Bahrain's final game. They'll want to end on a high. Cambodia have a game after this against UAE. They'll want to make an impression. They just want to tell the cricket world that they're grabbing their opportunities. The start, though, is not as auspicious as they would have thought. Lost the wicket in the very second delivery of the innings. Movement, overcast conditions. It's got even more gloomy as the day has progressed.
And looking good is Ali Dawood. And let's see the fall of the first wicket. Bowling at the right areas. Known for bowling those in-swingers and out-swingers. And look at that release and inviting the batter on the front foot. Mistake has been made and a thick outside edge.
There again, just flirting outside that offside. Lovely channel. You call that the corridor of uncertainty.
Just a lone slip, the first slip. Be good idea to add one more to that.
Oh yes, that would be a good idea. They have a gully in place. Second slip maybe. Bahrain can afford to attack here, Mudassir. Gives the charge, this one coming in. And I'll tell you what, it was so close to the stumps and could have easily taken an inside edge as well.
Brave attempt from Vimukti. Out of nowhere, dancing down the track. This is what I was talking about, Ali Dawood. He has that knack of getting the ball into the right-hander. Sharp movement and excellent take by Imran Ali Butt.
This is a good start for Bahrain. Conditions getting very conducive to bowl and it's getting darker in this part of the world. What an over this has turned out to be. Straight to slip. That's wicket number 2. Vimukti has to depart. Bahrain are enjoying themselves in the middle. It's a dream start for them.
It's as if we are witnessing a test match in the colour clothes. Bowler getting that extra swing, extra bounce. Number 3 doing the damage. Ali Dawood on fire. Wanted to cut. Slip in position and no mistake. A good catch taken by the fielder. So one more batter departs. 2 wickets going down. Cambodia not a ideal start without troubling the scorers. Another batter back in the hut. Vimukti Viraj Radela.
Mohammad Rizwan Butt to bowl the second over. Ali Dawood had a wonderful start. 2 wickets for him, just 1 on the board for Cambodia. Rizwan Butt had a few more to the kitty. Lukman Butt has walked out to bat. I'll tell you what this ball is doing. Something in the middle. It's just about created a doubt in the mind of the batters as well.
Especially the windy conditions helping the fast bowler, but I'm so impressed the way they are bowling and bowling at the right channel is the key for the fast bowler, especially in these kind of conditions. And Ali Dawood was exceptional in the first over.
I just wonder what will be the approach of Cambodia. Yes, they've just about new into this tournament. They've got an elevation into their cricketing plans, playing this event. They've had a good match in the previous game. They got to 140, which was chased down by Kuwait easily. You want to put up better performances. It's only after showing some amount of consistency, Mudassir, where people take notice of teams and players.
Oh yes, and they batted well against Oman. Though they have lost that game, it was a 11 overs game. Oman posted 155. They went on to lose that game, Cambodia, but the batters applied themselves quite well. And now there's a change in the field. Slip comes out into a catching gully position.
Nicely bowled. That one coming in, just tailing in very late. But this is good application by Uday Singh. He's seen 2 wickets fall at the other end. He's just a little overcautious and playing close to his body.
And someone like Uday Singh or even the other players of Cambodia, it's a big movement, a big platform. They just need to enjoy themselves. Express yourself out there in the middle.
Pulled away. And that'll go for a 4. First boundary here for Cambodia. First for Uday Singh. Much needed respite as well for them.
This is what happens. You force the bowler to make a mistake. Trying too many things was Rizwan. Want to test the batter with that bumper. A good looking shot, always in control. So the first boundary for Uday and first boundary for Cambodia.
And this is where I feel the bowlers need to maybe just apply themselves more. The condition is good, it's windy. You want the ball to maybe just remain in the air for a longer bit of time. So just get the batter to play forward, induce him into the drive. That's much like it. And just about stick to a line and length around middle and off. Another quiet over, 2 gone, it's 5 for 2. Ali to continue. That's much like a delivery this time, though much fuller. Firmly driven through the extra cover region. That's a very fine hit. What a way to get off the mark. Luqman Butt starts off in style.
A glorious looking shot from Luqman. Off the mark with that boundary. Luqman Butt nicely managed. Not trying to hit it hard. Excellent timing and placement. Valiant effort put in by Rizwan, the fast bowler, trying to stitch a partnership, Uday Singh and Luqman Butt, after losing those couple of quick wickets going down in the first over.
Nicely bowled. They're running for a quick single. This could be close, a direct hit, and he was a goner. Luqman Butt was nowhere in the frame for that one. Brilliant piece of fielding and backing up as well. That could have been suicidal. To show yes, no, a little bit of hesitancy shown. And he was looking at the ball rather than actually... Oh, that got the height on the bounce. Had it not got the height, it looked like it was crashing into the stumps, and Luqman Butt was struggling. Lucky to survive. It could have easily been 9 for 3. Oh, he's played on. Wicket number 3 for Ali Dawood. It's a procession in the middle. Cambodia lose their third. Bahrain all over them.
One more wicket. The tally of Ali Dawood. It wasn't one of the best deliveries from Dawood. Trying to play it away from the body and trying to hit it hard inside edge onto the stumps. partnership which was looking good. All of a sudden, poor shot selection, and Uday Singh Hatinjar managing just 5 of 8 balls with the help of a 4. Cambodia 10 for the loss of 3.
Well, it's been that kind of a series for Bahrain where they've just not been able to find that winning momentum or combination. They're a far better side than what they've shown of themselves in this tournament so far. 3 matches, 3 losses. They've practically got the wooden spoon. They'll want a little bit of that silverware, maybe a win as consolation to take back. Lakshit Gupta has work to do. And he with Lukman Bhatt, who was the captain in the previous games, relieved of captaincy, may just about get that license to play his free game. So can Lukman and can Lakshit bail Cambodia out of trouble?
Tough task, but nothing is impossible. Ali Dawood looking good into his second over, already taken those 3 wickets, going for just 6 runs. The slip is back.
That could have easily just crashed into his pads as well, and had he missed that, he would have been right in front.
Talking about Bahrain, coming into this tournament, expectations were high. The Gulf Cup, they went on to defeat Oman. They defended 150 odd runs. This was the first wicket. An excellent catch from Imran. Then the first slip comes into play. Junaid, then a poor shot selection led to the fall of Uday. Nicely bowled and equally well managed by the batter. The single has been taken. And talking about Bahrain, Mikhail, expectations were always high with this team. Oodles of talented players in this lineup of Bahrain, well led by Haider Ali, but the likes of Umar Tur, Rizwan, the experience of Abdul Majid. I think the combination, especially if you talk about the batting, it did not work in their favour.
Another fine delivery. This time they won't chance the arm. It's been a good over. A wicket and 7 coming off it. 3 gone, it's 12 for 3. I'll get to your point about... Over number 4, Rizwan to continue. He's been consistent. Just not been able to induce a wicket. Just coming back to your point, Mudassir, about Bahrain looking good in the Gulf Cup that concluded recently, a couple of months ago. And now suddenly just not being able to play that brand of cricket. I strongly believe at associate level, teams sometimes lack that kind of consistency. You can take a look at the Saudi Arabia management and staff. That's the CEO, Mr. Tariq Sagga. Alongside him is Kabir Khan. Back live. Oh, poor fielding. That was Captain Ali Haider. Should have done a better job. A couple of runs here for Cambodia.
A rare misfield we have seen from Haider Ali, but it was terrific in the Gulf Cup, taking those 2 catches. The one still I remember, that catch of Rafiul at the deep mid wicket, winning the game for Bahrain. And to some extent, I do agree with you. They lack that consistency of winning the games. The same happened with UAE as well. Against Scotland, Though they have won one game, they lost two. They went on to beat the teams like New Zealand. As an associate nation, when you went on to beat a team, a test nation like New Zealand, then you need to show that consistency at this level where they are clearly struggling. And talking about this game, a beautiful looking shot on the rise, played straight over the bowler. 4 runs for Lukman Butt.
Oh, that's a very fine hit. Presented the full phase of the bat. In fact, the bowler as well, just about rehearsing the shot on his way back to the run-up. Look at that. How straight is that? Firm hands presenting the bat maker's name. Hold the pose for the photographers, Lukman Butt. That's a very fine hit. Cambodia needs some inspiration, needs some runs. They're still in the power play. They'll have to make the most of it.
Yes, after losing those 3 wickets, definitely they need some kind of motivation. And the good news, Lukman Butt out there in the middle, and he's getting some quick runs for his team. 12 of just 8 balls.
Pulls that. And pulls it handsomely as well. Second boundary of this over. Lukman Butt is looking good.
Very strong on the back foot, and this time just coming down the track, and Lukman finishes that over with the boundary. And Miguel, whenever the associate nations they went on to beat some bigger teams, in the sense that test nations, the expectations are always high. So same goes with Bahrain. They came into the Gulf Cup and they went on to defeat a couple of good teams, especially the teams like Oman. After that, suddenly there is a dip in their form.
Absolutely. They need to match it with some amount of consistency just to add a lot of stealth to their performances. Abdul Majid Abbasi, by far he is the most shrewd operator with the ball in the middle. One of the finest left arm orthodox spinners. Watch out for the delivery that comes with the arm. I reckon this over is going to be an event. Lakshit and Lukman will be up against a very wily customer in the name of Abdul Majid Abbasi into over number 5. What a start. Right on the ball.
Absolutely, and the best part of Abdul Majid, not only make sure to get those wickets, but also he makes sure not to leak those runs. Very tight when it comes to his line and length. Winning the first over in the power.
Single towards backward square leg.
Modern day cricket, and all of a sudden, it's the army of left arm orthodox when we talk about the spin department. The right arm off break is a rare breed to watch in T20 format.
Just too short on this occasion. He started off being on the shorter side. He may just want to get that length a little forward. Quiet start here for Cambodia. 23 for 3. Another single down to long on. Looks like a rebuilding act here.
The good part is they're not only getting those boundaries the last couple of overs, but also rotating the strike, taking those singles. Nicely managed. Not at all in a hurry, Lakshit. The big man not giving much room. Long on and deep mid wicket, 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle.
Nicely bowled. That's much like the delivery Abbasi is known for. Just 2 runs coming off his first. 5 gone, it's 24 for 3. Unlock Cricket, download the ACC app right away, or you can also visit our site www.asiancricket.org. For all the cricket fans of the respective countries who want to know what's happening around Asian cricket, well, here's your best chance. Grab your phone and grab it. Back live. Tried to get rid of that, was not able to do it. Well, that's the Qatar team. What a performance. They can have a sumptuous lunch. That's because they've put it past Saudi Arabia. Nicely punched. Yes, no. Very good fielding.
A very good fielding, and testing the wicket keeper was Haider. Overall, good effort shown by the Bahrain fielders. What a tournament we are witnessing. First, Saudi went on to beat Hong Kong comprehensively, and now today they were unable to chase 153 against Qatar. Excellent running between the wickets.
Well, it's been dot deliveries all through this innings so far. The dot ball percentage has taken over Cambodia's batting. Hardly any runs. Just a couple of boundaries. That's been the story for them. Cautious, maybe overcautious, but Bahrain have been very accurate. There again, soft hands, touch and go, not happening. And that's why Mudassar, it's important that Cambodia just about show what they have in their arsenal. That's very important. You don't want to cave in. Just getting over defensive over here.
Because the reason is because they have lost those 3 quick early wickets. So these two are making sure to take those singles, rotate the strike, and with that single, slowly score moves to 26 for the loss of 3 at the end of power play. A signal coming out from Ravi. That's the end of power play. Majid will continue to bowl his second over. Lukman and Lakshit out there in the middle for Cambodia. Ball just stopping and coming on the blade of Lakshit. And no stopping from getting him into the comp box. Joining me for the first time in this game is Pranav Mehta. Welcome, Pranav. Trying their best is Cambodia after losing those 3 wickets.
Thank you. Thank you, Mudassar. Firing it in is Abdul at the moment. He's a tricky customer. Yes, Cambodia are trying their level best, but this hasn't been good so far. 3 early wickets has broken their back. Once again, firing it in, doesn't give any air whatsoever is Abdul. This is good bowling. Very good bowling from Bahrain. For me, they have been one of those incredible sides in this tournament that things haven't worked in their favor. Paddle comes into play. This will be runs. Deep square leg is rushing in, and he will restrict it to a couple. What do you think? What do you think, Mudassar? Once again, Abdul firing it in, and this time it's hammered down the ground. There is ample bit of protection in the deep. That's what happens with the end of the power play. There is 5 fielders in the deep and the bowlers have a little bit of liberty. Abdul Majid Abbasi once again, very good, and a direct hit would have been very interesting. And with that single, it's another good over for Bahrain. 32 for 3 at the end of 7. Coming back to my question, Mudassir, it's that kind of a tournament for Bahrain. It started with a group of death, UAE, Oman, star-studded sides in your group, and both their encounters, earlier encounters, starting in the tournament with match against Oman, which went down to the wire, and Oman was victorious. They should have won that game. They were in control for major part of the. And then it was the next game against UAE, which once again they were looking to dominate. They were looking to fight, and they gave a good fight. Can't take it away from them. And once you're 2 down in a tournament where you're going to be playing 4 games in the league, you're always under a lot of pressure.
And that to win, they were so near to win that game against Oman. All of a sudden, that last over, Bilal Khan defending 9 odd runs. After that, they conceded 235 playing against UAE, and Kuwait beating them quite handsomely. And it will be consolation win if they can beat Cambodia, but good to see Cambodia batters applying themselves, the likes of Lukman, but 21 of just 19. The other end getting much needed support from Lakshit. Connects and finds the man.
Commentators curse. Just when you're appreciating the batter, the ex-captain Lukman Butt is going to be walking back. Imran Javed is the fielder there at long on. Sathaya is the bowler. Not getting the better part of his bat was Lukman Butt. And he is going to be walking back. Love those emotions from the face of Imran. If you continue to see, look how he expresses, I am there, is what he tells the bowler. The ex-captain walks back, Lukman Butt, 21 of 20 for him. And it's trouble, serious trouble times for Cambodia as they're 4 down for 34. Incredible bowling from Sathaya. Salvin Stanley will come into the middle. And this is not a time that he would have wanted. 34 for 4 Cambodia. And they are in some serious trouble here. He's bowling a brilliant line here, Sathaya. What is the way ahead here, Mudassir, for Cambodia? They've been struggling through this tournament. What do they have to take from this? We'll take that. It's the end of it over, and just a 3-run wicket over from Sathaya will push Cambodia down to 35 for 4. Abdul Majid Abbasi will continue. Coming back to our question, Mudassir, where does Cambodia look ahead from here?
Early days for them, but a good start, I would say, for Cambodia. For the first time participating in such a big tournament for them. And good to see they're just not throwing their wickets. They're trying to apply themselves, putting up some fight. They were added into the ICC list in 2022. After that, they played 20 T20 games. One more time, commentators curse. They were trying to apply themselves, but all of a sudden, trying to break the shackles, shimmy down the track, misses the line completely. And an easy work for Imran Ali, but half of the side back in the hut for Cambodia.
They've been on the extremes through this game. Either it is a defend or an aggressive attack. And on this occasion, Lakshit Gupta is going to be walking back courtesy of that wonderful stumping from Imran Ali. Abdul Majid Abbasi is doing the trick here. Lakshit Gupta walks back for 8 of 15. 36 for the loss of half their side, Cambodia. The stand-in captain walks into the middle. Etienne Books is there at the toss with me and did express that he was looking to get to somewhere around 150, 155. That number looks really far from where Cambodia is placed at the moment. 36 for the loss of half their sides. There's an uphill task here for Salvin Stanley and Etienne Books.
And like UAE, Oman, and even Nepal, if you go back 10-15 years back, these teams used to struggle. Thanks to the board, the coaches, showing that ability are the players and putting the trust into them are the board and coaches of those respective teams. And now you can see teams like Nepal and Oman qualifying for that World Cup, T20 World Cup, which is going to be held in West Indies and USA. So it's just a start for Cambodia, but quite impressive the way they are batting, especially the fielding. They're very good fielding unit. They did not have a good start, especially against Ali Dawood. A devastating spell. Top of the bowling chart is Ali Dawood, 3 wickets to his name. 2 batters without troubling the scorer back in the hut, Vimukta and Ram Roshan. Uday started off really well, but he's lost his wicket to Ali Dawood. Lukman Butt, 21. Satya got his wicket. Now Salvin and Bukes are trying to spend some time, take Cambodia to a respectable total. But look at that extras column, Pranav. It clearly shows the discipline in the bowling of Bahrain. Yet to concede an extra. We are into the ninth over.
Imran Javed Anwar. It'll be interesting to see that the commentator's curse comes into play or not. Because every time we have spoken good about anybody, that person has gone down south. And now we have pointed the extras column. Can Imran Javed Anwar, he's been one of those standout bowlers for Bahrain, the left arm pacer. Looking for a quick single. And a slight bit of misfield will allow them to get that. They're clearly looking for wickets, Bahrain. And at the same time, they've still been very, very impressive. Wrong-footed. Imran Javed. Imran Javed Anwar. Late call, late call, late call. And that's a good response from Salvin Stanley.
Not afraid to take those quick singles. That has been the best part of this innings of Cambodia. Running between the wickets has been excellent.
Driven well. And a little bit of misfield from the captain will allow them to get a single. He has a jerk in his bowling. If we get to see that bowling action once again, you notice that there is a little bit of a jerk in his bowling, and that's where it reminds me of Sohail Tanveer, where a wrong foot comes into play, and that's where it becomes a little difficult for the batter. The ball does skid in a little quicker than what he would have wanted.
This is where wrong-footed, and it always creates a doubt in the mind of a batter. But practice makes man's perfect, and Imran Javed's run-up looks perfect. He's always in control while releasing those deliveries. One of the best all-rounders Bahrain has in their squad. With that single, half of the overs done. Cambodia 43 for the loss of 5.
With that, it'll be time for drinks, and we will take a breather here at the com box as well, as Cambodia look to rebuild this one. 43 for 5, Cambodia. Cambodia, 43 for the loss of 5 wickets. Things haven't been in their favour. Ali Daud doing the majority of the damage. It all started with swing on offer from Ali Daud. Edge to the wicketkeeper, edge to the first slip. And then it was the wickets being castled. Just when things were looking in favour, a catch at the boundary and then a stumping to follow. So 3 wickets for Ali Daud. 1 for the left arm spinner and 1 for Sathaiya. Tough times as Sarfraz looks to come into the attack. Alongside me, it's going to be Andrew Leonard joining me for the next 5 overs. Andrew, what do you make of this match and how do you see Cambodia moving ahead into their further instincts?
Yeah, look, tricky challenge for Cambodia. Every game here, well, a huge summit for them to climb. They're by a distance the lowest ranked side in the competition, but also great exposure, great learnings for them. Yes, a challenging start. Wickets came early and they came with regularity. We do have to back their confidence. Again, winning the toss, again choosing to bat first. And they did that against Kuwait. They did pretty well. They posted 141 and I thought they looked pretty good for the way in which they went about it. But for today, disastrous start. Sharan gone for a first ball duck. Viraj a fourth ball duck. At 1 point, they were 10 for 3.
Sarfraz, the ex-captain of Bahrain, has come into the attack, and he's come into the attack from the parking lot end. Things have been spot on, Andrew, from Bahrain. They've rarely erred in line, 0 extras so far. Absolutely spot on. Once again, another dot ball. It's been dot or boundaries from Cambodia.
Yeah, not been much for them to cheer thus far. It's a difficult position. You don't know whether to stick or twist. I think Stanley's just trying to get things moving.
Looking for runs, won't be penetrating the circle on this occasion. Things have been difficult. Etienne Brooks, the stand-in captain.
Yeah, that was a big surprise for us, wasn't it? Just had a quick chat to him after the toss and he was saying that certainly one of the things they're looking for from this competition is experience and learning. So it's not just the playing experience, but also a little bit of captaincy experience. So they're happy to just rotate it around. The regular captain, Lukman Butt, is gone for 21, but he's happy to hand over the ropes to Etienne Bukes. Bukes will have to play well. Man from Pretoria originally, been in Cambodia the last decade or so.
Big shot comes into offer. And this has gone all the way. What an incredible strike from Etienne Brooks. When things weren't working Cambodia's way, they will get to 50 in the process as well.
Lovely to see happy faces, really, for the first time this afternoon from Cambodia. That's a big hit. Fitting of, well, maybe one of the grounds up in the High Veld in Pretoria, back in South Africa. Soared into the sky. Big blow.
This is brilliant. The captain, the stand-in captain, is looking to make things happen. 11 gone, 50 for 5 Cambodia. Imran Javed Anwar, the man who pouched Lukman Butt at long on, will continue. And he's looking to bowl in the arc. That struck well from the bat of Salvin Stanley. He will come to the party as well. So they are looking to make things happen here, Cambodia.
Yeah, nicely played. Mid-off's up in the circle. Reason why he's up in the circle, deep third is back. And everyone on the leg side, barring fine leg, is too. So they have to get another man up into the circle. Not that full in length, but really just a hack down the ground, and it brings about a change in the field. Fine leg comes up, long off goes back.
And happy to tuck it down on the leg side. They're pushing for the second. They will be going for the second. And they'll get it comfortably here. Great batting from Cambodia. Change of gears all of a sudden.
And look, it might not be enough to win this game, but again, they're learning. They're showing character. They're ranked a long way down. 41st in the world. The only way for them to get better is to play sides ranked above them. And because they finished in the top two in that Challenger Cup, that's the tier beneath this, it means they've had this opportunity to come here and play against the best associates in Asia. All 9 sides, they'll play 4 of them in the group stages, all 9 sides of the competition ranked ahead of them, some of them significantly ahead of them. Often coming up against full-time professionals, the likes of UAE and Nepal, Oman, all of their players on contracts. So it's a big, big gulf.
Angling in, there is protection in the circle there, will not allow them to get runs. It's just early days, Andrew, for Cambodia. I believe that with passing time, they will understand that this is a game of investment of time, having patience, staying connected with it. The more that you practice, the more that you play, you'll only get better.
He was literally just having that conversation with Kabir Khan, the Saudi Arabia head coach. He was obviously very disappointed with the defeat this morning, but he just felt that it is that lack of exposure. They've only been playing official T20Is for 2 years. So that lack of exposure, that was what cost them in that game. They'll have one more chance tomorrow against Nepal.
It's coming beautifully out of the bat of Salvin Stanley. 12 overs gone, 59 for 5 Cambodia. It's time for you to unlock cricket. Download the ACC app right now, and if you're waiting for something to happen, nothing is going to be wasted here, because this is quality information, everything that is happening behind the scenes, and you could do that on your iOS or Android platforms. Does not matter. The quality is on offer. You could also visit us on our website www.asiancricket.org. Everything that's happening behind the scenes. And the stumps has been castled. Sarfraz has come to the party. He was quiet on one end, and now he struck the timber, and the middle stump has gone out of the ground.
Yeah, pretty simple. Usually Sarfraz Ali, full and straight. That's what he does well. Middle and leg, it knocks into. The middle stump goes for a walk. Really good length. Look at that. Yorker length. Salvin Stanley couldn't get anything on it. And he's the latest Cambodian batter to fall. Gone for 15. Cambodia in big trouble, 59 for 6.
Wickets have consistently fallen for Cambodia, and things have got just difficult with each passing ball. They're still reeling at 59, and they've lost 6 wickets in the process. The captain, the stand-in captain, Etienne Brooks, is at the non-striker's end as Asanka joins him. A lot of work needs to be done here. Asanka Charles. They'll need to get to at least 120 if they want to make a game out of this.
And look, that's a long way away. I'm not sure winning is necessarily the prime objective right now for Cambodia. It's batting the overs. It's garnering more experience. It's finding a way to show how they can improve, to show what they can take from a higher ranked opposition. Bahrain themselves, well, look, they'll be desperately disappointed. They're out of the semi-final reckoning, 3 matches, 3 losses. And they'll just think about that game against Oman, won't they? If it wasn't for an injury to Sohail Ahmed, they may well have dusted off Oman in that first game. In many parts of the chase, they were actually ahead of where they needed to be. After a desperate start, a 4th wicket partnership got them into the game, and they very nearly pulled off a massive upset on the opening day. Instead, it's 3 defeats, and now just a consolation win they're looking for against Cambodia.
Things certainly not working in favour of Cambodia at the moment. On the previous occasion, just lucky to survive, and immediately Sarfraz, he's bowling as if he's bowling in the death, right in the block hole. No chance whatsoever for Asanka Charles. They would want to wrap up Cambodia as soon as and as early as possible and seal a confident win here, Bahrain. Yes, it would be more of a consolation. Sarfraz, he's bowling a brilliant line here. Once again, the line just outside the off stump, and there is protection in the deep to keep it down to 1. 13 gone, 60 for 6 Cambodia. Ali Daud, he made all the damage, broke the back of Cambodia with those 3 early wickets. 8 runs for him. He still has a couple of overs to himself. And wicket apiece for Abdul Majid, Sathaya and Sarfraz Ali. With 7 overs to go. Cambodia would want something to go in their favour with the bat. And believe it's going to be a 7th bowler that is going to be used in the process. It's going to be the captain himself, Haider Ali, who will come into the attack. Firing it in onto the pads. No runs leaked.
Yeah, for Bahrain, well, disappointment for this tournament, but they'll want to finish in real style. They'll want to firstly roll Cambodia out for not too many, and then hunt down the total. Might be 90, could be up to 100 if Etienne Books can get something going here. Probably want to hunt down this total in real style. Just sign off by saying, okay, we haven't had our best tournament, but we're still here to play in the tournaments to come. Plenty of Gulf cricket they'll play. They play a lot against the likes of Kuwait and Qatar. I think Saudi are going to get more and more involved with their nations too.
Castled. The captain is going to be getting the back of the captain, Haider Ali, firing the ball in, and probably Etienne Brooks would have got a little bit of bat onto it before the timber was castled. Not great signs for Cambodia.
Yeah, playing across the line. That's the problem here. Might think it's kept a little low, but it's still hit 3/4 of the way up the stumps. He knows he probably should be playing that through the covers. So Books is the latest to go. The stand-in captain, he's dropped his bat. Added insult to injury. He's gone for 10. As Cambodia are in all sorts of trouble. 61 for 7.
Wickets continue to tumble here for Cambodia as they've slumped down to 7 down for just 61. Andrew, tell us a little bit about your stay here in Oman, the hospitality. How have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, look, it's been great. Love Muscat. It's obviously very unseasonal weather. You usually be expecting some heat. Sharon Gadar, the new man at number 9. Lovely evening last night. Just a walk from the hotel there in Al Gubra. We just walked round to a local Arabic coffee shop where they served up beautiful chicken and shawarmas. The food's very good here, but the hospitality is what makes it, isn't it? People very, very friendly. You're going to take on a second and get home comfortably. And it's very, very safe as well. Lovely part of the world, somewhere I know that you adore, and I think it's my 6th trip here. 5th or 6th anyway. And every time I come back, the welcome, not just from the team, the Oman Cricket Academy grounds here, but right across the country. Really enjoy it.
Hospitality is what is on offer here at the Oman. Heaved on the leg side, looking for the second 1B on this occasion. Haider Ali wraps up that over, a wicket to his name and 4 runs in the process as well. 64 for 7 Cambodia at the end of 14. So that's been the batting card. When you have majority of your batters getting out in the single digit, you are always going to be in trouble. 3 batters to get to the double digit. Lukman Butt, 21 of 20. And he couldn't contribute any further. Salman Stanley and Etienne Bukes, 15 and 10 respectively for them as well. And both have departed back. At the moment, it is Asanka Charles and Sharvin Godara. People who are not known for their batting skills are looking to make things happen here. And just as we say, they're not known for their batting skills, it is Sharvan who has hammered one out of the ground.
Well, clip it up, Sharwin. Get it up onto the Instagram stories. That's a beauty. Right out of the screws, wasn't it? Really good pickup shot. Just a whip. A mere extension of the leg glance and cannons into the fan code boards. One of our official broadcast partners. Thanks to them as their support forever. Fans enjoying the action back in India ahead of what will be another IPL game tonight. Last night's game was ridiculous, wasn't it? Records aplenty. The highest ever aggregate total in any T20 of any kind around the world. What was it? 560, 570 runs or something? Crazy.
Yes, it's a record. 549 RCB versus SRH. At the moment, it is Cambodia versus Bahrain, and Cambodia struggling here against the quality of Bahrain, something that they haven't been able to show in this tournament. And they will look to rework their strategy moving ahead into their further fixtures. Honestly, I believe they've been hard done by the group of death. That's how I would like to call it. Oman, UAE, Bahrain is a decent side as well. Kuwait amongst the mix of things.
Yeah, look, I think in reality, whichever group they went into, they would have had it tough. There's a big gulf. I actually don't think 42nd in the world up to Saudi Arabia, who are the next lowest ranked side in the tournament at 31st, really explains how big the gulf is. Well, this is full and very close. Oh, is this going to be leg buys? If it is it doing too much? Is it missing leg? I think Safraz thought it was going to cannon into leg stump. The umpire doesn't agree.
Swinging it in, probably way ahead. And their ball was still doing a little bit. That would have allowed the ball to slip down the leg stump.
For Cambodia, they're picking their team really from just 3 clubs. Amazing. Cricket in 3 regions in Cambodia, but 3 primary clubs. Senior clubs, if you will. And then you look at the likes of a UAE, a Nepal, and Oman, the hosts, the 3 highest ranked sides in the competition, all very much professional setups with players on contracts and training 5-6 times a week. In Nepal's case, it's sometimes 7. You look at Dipender Singh Airi, he never stops. So big challenge.
Why don't we see a lot of Nepal players in the T20 franchise cricket. We'll come back to that. 15 overs done, 75 for 7 Cambodia. They're just trying to fight back.
So into the last 5. Quick shuffle here in the commentary box. I've been joined by Mikhail Vaswamy. Mikhail was just showing you off air, absolute carnage across in Dubai, not far from here, about a 4-hour drive. Floods, all sorts going on over there. We've had heavy winds this afternoon. Is that a sign of winds of change? I think the weather's going to be more settled for the crunch stages of the tournament here in Muscat.
We only hope that remains to be true. That's because it's set up beautifully right now. And you don't want any weather conditions during the knockout stage. It looks bright and sunny for the coming days. So that's an encouraging sign. Just about checking that on the internet. Helping our confidence.
Yeah, there's been really unseasonal weather throughout March and now into April for much of the Gulf region. We had the remarkable scenes of a match in Sharjah completely washed out. That was the second ODI between Ireland and Afghanistan at the same time. The Cricket World Cup League 2 fixture up in Dubai, with Scotland playing in it, that was washed out as well. You bring the Celtic nations to the Gulf. I'm to blame, surely, Mikhail. Am I the Irishman? The token Irishman, it's all my fault.
Oh, Castle. You miss. I hit play across the line. Asanka Charles has to walk back. He's standing his ground for some reason, but that's a very soft dismissal. Wicket number 8 goes for Cambodia.
Yeah, full and straight and gone. Middle stump rock back. Cambodia, there's just been a few too many shots across the line, isn't there? And they paid the price for that. They impressed us against Kuwait. They made 141. They're not going to get there this time. Asanka Charles, the latest to go for 3, 78 for 8. So all the way down at number 10, we'll see Utkarsh Jain. Wonder will they attempt to bat the overs here. There's 4 overs remaining after this one. Hyder Ali's been in good form. 2 wickets he's picked up. Just keeping things simple. Full and straight again. Closes out the 16th. 78 for 8.
Right, Andrew, just coming back to your point of wherever Irish people go, they take rain with them. Well, looking at the weather over here, I suggest it would not be a bad idea during the knockouts. You maybe just go somewhere else in the Middle East. we don't want rain.
Oh, my fault. I tell you, we take it all, us Irish, don't we? It's always our fault. We're used to getting the blame, though, I tell you. That's why Ireland's so green and beautiful. It rains all the time there.
Oh, yes, it's a wonderful destination. Heard so much about that place and the people, and I'm glad that it's been nice spending time with you in the comm box as well. Now, this conditions has been prevalent for the last 2 to 3 days. Threatening, but fortunately, all the games have happened.
It's been incredible. We've had that one really badly rain-affected game that went down to 11 overs, but the 3 other contests, I think it was 4 actually, that were abridged, 1 to 18 overs per side and a couple to 15. Still more than enough to work out who's the better team on the day. Comes Abdul in for his 4th. And yeah, I would love for the final day, and I think with the forecast that we have, it very much, I'd love for it all to be decided on the pitch. You don't want the rain to come into it tomorrow. You don't want for Malaysia and for Hong Kong them to be robbed of their chance to get to the semi-finals. Qatar might be doing a rain dance, though. They'd be delighted. because they'd be through if it was torrential rain tomorrow. It's not going to happen. We're going to get good sunshine, I think, for the rest of the competition.
Oh yes, Cambodian players. Early days for them in this competition. I found an elevation into this tournament. Not been able to light up the stage like they would have.
Who was that in the umpire's box in the background giving us a wave? He knew he was on the TV. Yeah, look, it's a big gulf, isn't it? It's big learnings. And I think I do worry for Cambodia tomorrow. I think they could be on the end of an absolute assault from the UAE. And that's going to be number 9. Chip back to the bowler. A nice tumbling catch. Utkarsh, the latest to go. 9 down. Cambodia on the brink of being. Anish Rambabu Prasad in at number 11. Final man in for Cambodia. Very brave call to bat first, given the quality of Bahrain's attack, and they've been blown away. Can they bat the overs? 20 deliveries left. Keeps the first one out nicely.
Oh yes, a very tentative push. Majid Abbasi, the veteran in the side, and he's always turned up for his team and has been amongst wickets. Almost an edge back to the wicketkeeper. Another fine over, just a single and a wicket coming off it. 17 gone, it's 79 for 9.
So Hyder Ali, he's ready to go. One more look at the wicket. Really good catch, wasn't it, off his own bowling? Most left arm spinners are good off their own bowling. That's being heaved away. Finds the gap and he finds 4. Sharwan's going to go down swinging here. Might get some late entertainment, Mikhail.
Even if they get past 100, it'll be a great psychological mark for them. They'll just feel good about it. 83 for 9. Can they get another 17? Another cross-batted hit. Was just tailing down leg. All he did was help it towards the deep square leg boundary. Captain Hyder Ali, 2 for 11.
Bowls him, and that's going to be that. Bowled him, bowled him, bowled him. 83 all out. Cambodia have been rolled out. Hyder Ali, well, maybe the pick of the bowlers with that 3-wicket haul. Big swing and a miss, and the off stump is clipped.
Oh, you're looking to hit that to, looks like Ruvi or Kurum, but completely missed that. Ali Hyder with 3 wickets. Bahrain have had an absolute field day in the middle. The afternoon, first half of it has belonged to them. Cambodia, capitulation, caved in, but never really dominating proceedings in the middle right from the start. You can take a look at that scorecard. Only 3 batters, rather 4 batters getting into double figures. Otherwise, it's just been single digits.
Yeah, probably the disappointment, the quality of Lugman, but he's such a good player. He needed to bat through, didn't he? And 4 got to 10 or more, but no one made more than 21. 3 ducks in that lineup. 83 all out. And for the bowlers, well, 2 3-wicket hauls, Ali Dawood and Hyder Ali, but the 2 picks without doubt. Wickets 2 for Abdul Majid, Satya Viraperthiran, and also Safraz Ali. So we're going to see lots of wickets in this package, starting with one very early good catch, wasn't it, from the keeper Imran Ali, but first ball duck for Ram Sharan, and a boundary for Hathan Jar. the keeper batter. Couple for Lukman Butt, who looked pretty good as he has throughout the competition. But then the wickets really started to tumble despite Butt's best efforts. He hit 3 fours in his innings of 21. And then that was a wicket caught down at long on. Imran Anwar with the catch. The stumping from Imran Ali Butt. He was good with the gloves. Abdul Majid bowled very nicely. One big hit wasn't there from Etienne Books. Born in the high veld, that one. And a couple of boundaries too for Sharman Gadara, but the wickets just kept falling. That was a big hit too, wasn't it? Gadara almost onto the other pitch. 4 leg buys in the package as well. They were the only 4 extras, remarkably. Bahrain kept things very simple, but very effective. But bowled 3. Abdul Majid took a good caught and bowled, and the end result, despite that late boundary for Gadara, was 83 all out under some gloomy skies. We're not going to have any rain, I don't think, and we could see Bahrain inspired to chase this down in a hurry. They might want to get there in 7 or 8 overs. Come back and find out with us live. It'll be 84 to win for a consolation victory for Bahrain.
We're all set for the chase. Bahrain need 84 and 120 deliveries, and they can do that in a canter if their top order batters just about find the middle of the bat very early on. Cambodia caved in, were bundled out for 83. This after they decided to bat first. Now the required run rate means Bahrain, even before playing that first delivery, are in the driver's seat. Certainly a good opportunity here for Bahrain to end on a high. They've had an abysmal series so far, losing their first three. This is their last league game, and they'll want to fly back with some positives as well. Meanwhile, Cambodia, who are still finding their feet in this tournament, will just about want to make an impression with the ball this after they missed out with the bat. Good time to also introduce my co-commentator Pranav Mehta. Pranav, what is the discussion in the huddle?
It has to be all smiles. Should not be anything that provides stress. Yes, 80 odd on the board. And it's a moment for them to enjoy the final one in this tournament. And they'll take a lot of positives. Let aside the negatives. There will be time to discuss on that. Imran Ali Butt is there in the center for Bahrain. For a moment, I did get a heart attack. There were the covers were in the center. There was a little bit of drizzle. Sarfraz Ali alongside Imran. But what did you make of it?
I just remembered Andrew Leonard because he told wherever Irish people go, they take rain with them. I was just a little worried. But thankfully, the covers are off. In fact, they were never on. The good news is that, in all likelihood, we get to see a full game. Sharawan to open the proceedings with the ball for Cambodia. Sharawan Godra did provide some fireworks with the bat. Was the last man to get out. Cambodia bundled out for 83. Sarfaraz Ali. Now he's a freakish batter. Once he gets going, he can just about decimate any opposition. But that's been a distant sight in this tournament. Bahrain will want to end with a very good performance. Chase this in quick time with maybe 9 or 10 wickets in hand. And just about find that reassurance that's been missing, Pranav, in this tournament.
Not sure if it would be 10 wickets in hand, but they would love to express themselves. Free-flowing shot making.
All set for ball number 1. Imran Ali on strike. Sharawan to bowl the first. What a delivery. That came in sharply. And a good start here for Cambodia.
That would have provided a reality check for Imran Ali. He was looking to heave the ball with a big back lift. And he was nowhere around it. Coming in sharply. Did cut Imran Ali into two halves on this occasion.
Oh my God, that was the delivery of the evening. Absolutely clueless Imran Ali. That took everyone by surprise.
No idea whatsoever. It's suddenly moving a lot. And it's moving against the wind. It's the quality of this bowler. The stand-in captain at the slips almost felt as if there was a drop catch.
It did swing in the air. Little bit of lateral movement, not much, but this ball is doing something. Going for the effort ball. Not needed. All he had to do was just release it. And the rest would have been taken care by the gale of breeze blowing across this ground.
Sharwan looked impressive. He's looked impressive. Does have a round-arm action. And alongside him is the previous captain, Lukman Butt. He'll have a reason to smile as well.
Much better. Imran wants to get off the mark, wants to get to the other end. This is the top over so far. But for that wide.
What do you make of change in captaincy? We've seen that happening all around the world. Believe it's the trend.
Well, Pranav, I've seen change of captaincy happening maybe after a couple of series or after a couple of tournaments or maybe after one tournament, not in a series. It's a very rare sight that after two matches the captain changes for a game because it just about derails plans as well. Nicely bowled, generating pace, quick single down to point. Imran Ali off the mark with a single.
Yes, it's early days for Cambodia into this international circuit. With passing time, they will improve and they will learn. It's not just the players, but also the management. It's so difficult to handle cricketers, and that's where it's just a growing.
Pranav, just coming back to your point on captaincy and captains being changed. Out here, the captain has been changed, but the previous captain is playing as well. If it's an injury, it's fairly understandable you're filling in. But this clearly means that maybe the captain may have been relieved of his duties so that he can concentrate more on his game. That could be the only practical thought given to it. Nevertheless, Cambodia at this stage will want as many minds coming in to get a wicket.
Beautifully bowled. Wood in the stumps. I totally agree with you, Mikhail. No two thoughts about it. Lukman, one of the better batters. And so much would have been expected out of him coming into a tournament as big as this. He's one of the premium batters, and the Cambodian team would have wanted him to contribute way more than what he has. A lot of talent up his shoulders.
Yeah, it's good to have senior players and leaders in the side, but once you're the captain, it's only one man who maybe just calls the decisions in the middle and the others come in as inputs and feeders. Tentative. This is a very fine over. I've liked the way Sharvan Godra has released the deliveries after over number one is 3 for no loss. Lukman Butt to bowl the second over. Farish, wideish rather. Third slip. Nicely bowled. He's getting good shape on that. Late swing. These conditions all day have been so conducive to pace bowling. It's been overcast all through. At times dark clouds coming in. And the breeze has certainly helped the pacers. And that's why very early in Cambodia's innings, you had Ali Dawood account for 3 top order wickets.
Swing and a miss. This has gone through the keeper. Might not get to the boundary. And it's a deep square leg which will cut it off. A brilliant away swinger from Lukman Butt to start off with.
Yeah. Better glove work was needed. Knowing Sarfaraz Ali, he's not going to hang around. He just likes to play golf in the middle. It looks like he's always playing on the golfing greens. There he goes. Gets some bat on it, but it'll just about stop after bouncing. He'll get a couple of runs there. Anything close and Sarfaraz Ali says, that's my hitting arc.
Away swinger. Both the bowlers have been getting a little bit of shape. And that's great signs. Things are not working in favour though of Cambodia at the moment. Just 83 on the board for them.
Goes aerial. Does not quite connect it. 3 fielders converging towards it. He'll get 2 more runs. Well, that's Sarfaraz Ali for you. It's hit or miss for him most occasions.
He has the liberty. He has the freedom. And most importantly, he does know that this is going to be a small game. 83 on the board. And when you're chasing something like 84 to win, you just have an extra bit of freedom. You want to do it in a hurry. Yes, on occasions you might make a mess out of it, but on most occasions you're just going to sail through.
Oh, he picks it from middle and off and plays that towards the square leg region. First boundary here for Sarfaraz. He's been quiet all through this tournament. He'll be happy to add some runs to his kitty.
Unorthodox. Very unorthodox. Yes, it might not look handsome, but it's effective at the moment. 4 valuable runs. And this will give a lot of confidence to Sarfaraz. Getting something from the middle of the bat. The ball did travel quickly to the boundary as well. And immediately there is a little bit of change in field. There is deep square leg. There is a short fine. Fine leg has come into the circle. Looking for a wicket here is Lukman Butt.
Nicely bowled. Again, some shape on it, but it's been a good over for Bahrain. Now the required runs is 72 gone. It's 13 for no loss. This time though, too close. And he gets enough bat on it to hit that over the infield on the offside. Very good shot by Imran Ali. He's been trying that for a while.
In the arc, spraying. And Imran Ali was never going to be missing out on that. He did read Sharvan Godara like a book there.
Pranav, we've seen it so often, right, in T20 cricket. Just clear your left foot or your right foot for the batter you are and just give yourself more space and room on the offside. Clear the infield.
Not just that, but in my opinion, this is just my opinion, and what my understanding is, the minute you move your front leg out of the equation, your neck gets much straighter. And that's where you have a much better visibility of the ball. On most occasions, you would see a lot of batters seeing the bowler from just one eye. And that's how it is.
And that's a fair enough point as well. And maybe that's why most of the batters are employing that kind of shot. Also, just about gives you that release shot sometime, because you may be cramped. You want to just find that release shot on the off. Or maybe if it's tailing in at the same time, you can just help it towards the leg side. So it's not a bad option in the shorter formats.
In the air, over covers, and Sarfaraz is looking to make things happen here. He's in a hurry. Everything is coming from the middle of the bat, and he is in a hurry here.
Oh yes, if Sarfaraz Ali spends some time, if he can spend 10 to 15 minutes, then the next 40 minutes can be his. He's that kind of a batter. No technique, you really don't look at the basics here, but look at the hand-eye coordination. Yet again, nowhere close to the ball. But his hand-eye coordination is so good, extension of the arm sometime, the follow-through, that he can actually decimate some of the best bowlers on his day.
They need to keep going. And that's going to be the best way forward for Bahrain. 22 on the board already. Just require somewhere around 60 odd. Cut well. Towards third. And that will get Sarfaraz off strike.
Well, 60 needed now. That's how easy it has become for Bahrain. Look at that required run rate, 3.52 and the current 8.62. Very rarely do you see the current run rate and the required run rate lopsided.
Another thing, Mikhail, is that when you move your front leg out of the equation, you get a lot more freedom in your arms, almost like a golf swing.
You can then play the swivel as well. And sometimes they say he threw the kitchen sink at it, as we keep talking about it. The swing and a miss, the swing and a hit.
Into the arc, into the body. And Sharvan is making things happen here. He's making the ball talk.
He's generating pace. Just look the way Imran Ali played that delivery. Just looked like he was surprised by the pace and bounce. Have liked the way Sharvan has bowled. Unfortunately, they don't have the cushion or the luxury of a huge total to defend. And sometimes the bowling effort goes unnoticed.
I wouldn't mind him bowling around the wicket to the right-hander as well, creating that angle away from the right-hander. That's exactly what he's doing to the left-hander at the moment, Imran Ali. It's made him struggle. Doing things differently can always, sometimes work in your favor as well. 3 overs done, 24 for no loss, Bahrain. Need to get a spinner into attack, and Ram Roshan Sharan is exactly going to be doing that. Need to slow the pace down. In favor of the field, there's a sweeper cover. Would have wanted someone in the deep on the leg side, probably a deep mid-wicket to the likes of Imran Ali.
Ram Roshan Sharan. Good start for him. Oh yes, everyone's inside the circle on the onside. There's mid-on up, mid-wicket. Square leg. 2 fielders in the deep, long off and sweeper cover. Cover sweeper rather. Nicely bowled. Just taking the pace off it on this occasion.
It's only a matter of time that Imran Ali tries that slog sweep. Has to come into equation. This is that format which is so unforgiving. At the moment, they're looking for a single and they will get that.
Okay then, Sarfaraz Ali on strike against Ram Roshan Sharan, off spinner. I'm sure he'll take a liking to this offie. Any right-handed batter who's aggressive up front likes that ball, the spinner coming into him. And all of a sudden, the field as well changes. Cover sweeper for him too. And a deep square leg. And again, there's a change in the field. Cover sweeper comes into covers. And there's long on and deep square leg.
Bowling from around the stumps, and Sarfraz is looking to get a swing at almost everything in his arc. In his arc, out of his arc, does not matter. Anything that is bowled at him, there is a big swing.
This time he plays it on the off. That's a lovely shot. Cracking shot through the covers. 4 more for Sarfaraz Ali.
More of a hand-eye coordinated batter, Sarfraz Ali. And he's in a hurry here for Bahrain. Not been able to express himself a lot into this tournament, and on this occasion he's making the most of this opportunity. No chance whatsoever for the fielders inside the circle. Penetrating the gap. Runs on offer here.
There's so much of power behind his strokes. Once again, trying to pierce the gap on the offside. I reckon he's trying to overhit it. 5 runs coming off the 4th over. It's 29 for no loss. Another change in the bowling gear for Cambodia. Utkarsh Jain, left arm orthodox. Need a wicket here, Cambodia, just to make things interesting for themselves.
Imran Ali has been quiet, and he's been quiet for a while. Very unlikely Imran Ali in this game. Believe it's time for him to cut loose. He's looking to nudge it around, and this is good feeling. At fine leg. A little bit of footwork at fine leg can be dangerous on occasions. I've seen some players being away from cricket for a very long time because of injuries happening, because of football skills.
Oh, they can be very nasty. Rolling over the ball, trying to stop it with your foot, tripping over it, has really caused some massive injuries and careers as well. Very close, very lucky there, Utkarsh. He needs to be very careful with that line.
Utkarsh Jain. He's been one of the premium bowlers for Cambodia.
Almost a run out there, Pranav.
That's the last way they want to be throwing their wickets away. Runs have been easy to come. 31 on the board already. Just 4.3 overs into this game, and they're chasing 84 to win. He was looking for that big sweep. You saw that foot planted for it. Probably was a little too fuller for his liking. Clock sweep. There is a fielder placed there. And he is going to be departing back. Predetermined. Way too predetermined. And Utkarsh was always aware of what Imran was trying to do there.
And I'll tell you what, Pranav, just the delivery before this, he was trying to play the same shot, but in the last second he changed. This time he went with it, and he finds the fielder at mid-wicket. Soft dismissal here for Imran Ali. He's been struggling. Very scratchy in his innings. Didn't quite middle the ball as well. And he finally departs. Utkarsh strikes. Imran departs for 8 and 15. Bahrain lose their first. It's 31 for 1. Omer Imtiaz walks out at number 3 for Bahrain. Now, interesting with those last 2 deliveries. What a delivery. An appeal for a stumping as well. That's been referred upstairs. Was some part of that foot behind the line? We'll have to wait and watch. Anxious moments here for Umair Imtiaz. He's been in and out of the side. Given a chance to now bat at number 3. There's a decision pending. Interesting to see the foot is up. Did he land it back on time? Get it back on time. Yeah, looks good. The stumps have been broken, but just get the impression that he may have landed that back foot as well. What a delivery by Utkarsh. He's looked good in that first over of his. Accounted for a wicket. And has got the ball to turn as well. What a start for him. This should give us a confirmation. There it is, plonked at just the right time. So all is well that ends well. 1 for 2 in his first over. The green light switched on. 5 gone, it's 31 for 1.
So Sharon found that first wicket. What can Safraz find? Well, Safraz finds a boundary. Fairly friendly delivery and smashed away. The ground staff, they've more work to do. Oh, well fielded, sir. Superb. What an arm that was. And a big smile on the other field. Yeah, back live now. This one's pumped down the ground. Man at long on. He holds on. Cambodia have 2. Moments of joy, moments to remember. Safraz is gone. Bahrain have a wobble.
Away first ball, trying to go big. And look at that catch taken at a long on. Keeping that balance, keeping that eye on the ball. An excellent catch. The man who was looking dangerous with the blade, Sarfaraz Ali, managing quick 23 of 16 with the help of 4 fours. Bahrain 35 for the loss of 2.
Hyder Ali Butts to the crease in at number 4. You've been a bit surprised by Bahrain's approach to this chase. You thought they'd get out there and flay it in the power play.
We thought they will be going after the bowlers. 6 overs, somewhere around 55, 60. But good job done by the Cambodian bowlers. Cut hard, off the mark in style. Captain Hyder Ali Butt. Impeccable timing.
He's had a good day, hasn't he? 3 wickets with the ball. Now immediately into action in a big way. Gets it past his opposite number. Etienne Bouk's captain in Cambodia. And quick single So going to be 9 runs from the 6th over. The power play's done. Bahrain are nearly halfway there. It's 40 for 2. So the required run rate, non-existent factor. Can Cambodia just get a few wobbles? Can they find a way to get into this contest? Or will Bahrain's class tell? Really hoping now for the remainder of the day we're going to see plenty of good cricket, followed by plenty of good weather. Crunch games coming up. It's a huge Wednesday. It's going to be a wonderful Wednesday tomorrow. We're going to find out our 4 semi-finalists. Who are you backing?
It's a big day for UAE, but if it rains, then they are in trouble because of the net run rate. Kuwait are sitting pretty well at this number 2nd position in that group.
I've good news for you from our weather sage, Pranav Mehta. Nobody knows it better here in the Sultanate. Sunshine aplenty tomorrow. Here's the wicket. Now have a look at this. Smashed down to long on. Good catch held. Bowler gave it a big celebration. Cambodia very much still fighting. But yeah, no problems with the weather. Won't be an issue. So if there is no weather issues, we know Nepal are in the semis. Name the other 3 for me. Come on. Put your money where your mouth is here now.
The last time when he predicted it will be a cloudless sky, it rained heavily in Oman. So never go with the predictions of Pranav Mehta.
It's going to be glorious sunshine there. The winds of change. You can see it in the distance. It's coming up towards us in Al Emirat now. Yeah, nicely bowled by Ukkar. He's shown plenty. Okay, end of the over. It's a good one to come from it. 42 for 2. Okay, let's come up to commentary camera. There he's got it. You went missing on me again, Mudassir. You're back. Come on. Nepal have qualified for the semi-finals. Who will the other 3 be? That's the big question.
Oman, 2, and there is a big fight between Kuwait and UAE from that group.
But you think then if Oman are going to go through, you think that they'll beat Kuwait? Because if they lose, they're in big trouble.
But being in a home side, they are the favorites against Kuwait and they have a very good record against Kuwait. But you cannot take Kuwait lightly. They're also a very good side and they sense they have a chance to go into the semi-final. So still it's a wide open, but Nepal already made it. And there's a very good chance for Qatar as well because Saudi will be playing against Nepal tomorrow. And if Nepal beats them, their net run rate will go down again.
Well, yeah, and they won't get to 4 points. If they lose, they're gone. Saudi, they must win. We'll bring you the points tables when we can in a few moments. Leg spin for the first time in the afternoon. Nice turn on offer from Mukthi. Just a few signs this pitch is maybe just dying a bit, isn't it? Not quite the same pace and bounce and carry in it. Yeah, at the end of this over, we'll have a look at the points tables. I think certainly... Oh, that's smashed, isn't it? Smashed. Oh, it's put down. I thought it was going all the way, but wrong I was. He's got one hand on it, Sharwin Gadara down there, and he's put it down.
A flighted delivery inviting Umar Tur to go big. Valiant effort. Excellent. 1 bounce, 4 runs, but at this level you need to take those catches. Survives Umar Tur.
He might have actually saved 2 runs there. It was a very difficult chance. We were unsighted. It's just the only part of the ground we can't see from this brilliant commentary box right down in front of us at Long On. Tossed up again. Well, look, Nepal, you've got right. Nepal are already in the semi-finals. I'll give you that one. I'm not convinced about Oman. Oman could have a wobble tomorrow. I think if Oman lose, they're going to go out, because I think, with all due respect to Cambodia, I think the UAE are going to pump them. And I think they're going to beat them by enough to maybe even get their net run rate ahead of both of the sides. So I think UAE should be all right for one of the spots. Then the question is, will it be Oman or will it be Kuwait? And in Group A, anything could happen.
And it clearly shows last day of this tournament, if we talk about the league matches, still it's wide open. It shows the beauty of this ACC Men's Premier Cup. Nicely bowled, well managed on the back foot. Final day, 3 teams will be fighting hard to go into the semi-final: Oman, Kuwait and UAE.
Well, incredibly, as the 50 comes up in this over, end of the 8th is 51 for 2. At the end of this game, Bahrain will close out a victory here. The only side without a win will be Cambodia, and the only 2 unbeaten sides in the competition will be Nepal and Oman. And even Oman, even though they're unbeaten, because of the state of play in Group B, which we'll see in a moment, in fact we're seeing it first, we're doing it the wrong way round. Don't mind that. They're not through to the semi-finals yet. If they lose tomorrow, let's say by about 10 or 15 runs to Kuwait, Kuwait will go above them on net run rate. They'll get to 6 points, and then the UAE are almost certain to beat Cambodia. We'd have a 3-way tie on 6 points apiece, and I think UAE are going to get a massive net run rate boost against Cambodia, and then it could be the losers of that Oman-Kuwait game that will be fragile.
How interesting, the team who is sitting pretty well at the top of the table, the last day, they might go out of the tournament if they lose a game. In the air, on the back foot, towards that long off, Umar Tur, the boy from Sialkot, Pakistan, was the captain of this side, which played the Gulf Cup last year in Qatar.
Yeah, nicely bowled. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? If Oman lose tomorrow, there is every chance they don't make the semi-finals. I'm not saying they will lose. They played very well. They're 3 from 3. They are favourites to beat Kuwait. It's important to state that. The quality, the class of Bilal Khan. Hopefully Aki Ilyas can play tomorrow. That's a big factor. Missed out in the 3rd game with some kind of a niggle. We're not certain what it was. It might have been precautionary. But if you look at it, if Oman lost to Kuwait tomorrow, Kuwait are a fine side. I think they're improving all the time. It could be Oman that would win their first 3, lose their 4th game and not make the semi-finals. That's both the competitiveness of associate cricket and the cutthroat nature of it.
Oh, absolutely, and that is why T20 and the shorter format games are becoming so interesting. In the air, but away from the bowler. And before the start of the game between Qatar and Saudi, and today before the start of the game between Saudi Arabia and Qatar, Saudi were favourites. They were looking favourites to go into the semi-final. But after the game, all of a sudden, now Qatar are favourites to move into that semi-final. So everything is happening in both the groups. With the dot delivery, 9 overs done, 53 for the loss of 2.
Yeah, great credit to Cambodia here, dragging it out very nicely. Really doing a good job. Here's a look at the Group A table. We've explained Group B. Group A, in some ways, it's even more opaque. It's even more unclear. There's only one thing I can tell you factually, that's that Nepal are through. They will qualify as the champions of Group A. So they'll play the 2nd place side in Group B in the semi-finals. In terms of who's going to finish 2nd, all of Hong Kong, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia and Qatar, they can all qualify. For Qatar to qualify, they'll need Nepal to beat Saudi Arabia and they'll need Hong Kong to beat Malaysia by not a big enough margin to go past their net run rate. In some ways, Malaysia's task is the simplest. If they win, they'll take that 2nd spot.
And look at that Group A, the team which is sitting at the bottom of the table, Hong Kong, With a huge win, they might qualify for the semi-final. There is also a chance for Hong Kong as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What they have to hope is that, as this one's cut away for a 4, going to be a boundary to get Hyder Ali up to double figures. Nicely played. Good use of the depth of the crease this time. A little bit of a misfield. Some of Cambodia's ground fielding hasn't been perfect. Just a bit too much width wasn't there on offer with the turn. Should have been stopped by the skipper. Etienne Books at backward point. Now down the ground, over pitched after the drag down and smoked all the way for a big 6. Bahrain are getting that win, a first one of the tournament interview.
Number 1, the captain, Hyder Ali. A little man showing some class. Taking on the leg break bowler, flighted delivery, going down on one knee and connects well. A maximum miles in the air, with ease clearing the rope.
Well, if we just cut it off a couple of moments before, you just thought that would have kept going all the way up to the mountains. And another one of our fantastic team here doing the work and getting it back. Oh, not a bad throw either on the bounce. One bounce, that's okay. Yeah, but for Hong Kong, I don't know the exact margin of victory. What they'll have to hope is that Nepal beats Saudi Arabia, and then at the moment there's a 0.61 net run rate gap between them and Qatar. So that will probably be something like a 40-run, 30-run victory, something in that vicinity. Something well within their compass. They'll not just need to win, they'll need to win big. But if they do, and Saudi Arabia lose to Nepal, miraculously, Hong Kong have been nowhere the last 2 games. They could be through to the semi-final too.
And just out of curiosity, I would like to ask, going into the final day, keeping in mind, it's all about the net run rate. And if you want to go into the semi-final as a captain, is it always important to look at the track and go whether to opt for a batting or a bowling, or just go straight away and opt for bowling first, and you know the target, then you can go and chase down the target with ease?
It depends. In the case of a UAE who need a monstrous boost, and as much as possible, they'll probably want to bat first, get a load of runs on the board, and then come back and restrict their opposition, because there's a big gulf for the opposition. I think in Hong Kong's case, there's probably a case to bowl first, because they'll have an exact calculation from their statistician, their team analyst. He'll be able to work out, okay, we need the total of 150 in 14 overs. At least they know what they need to do then. A bit more difficult in that case. We remember the Netherlands doing it back in 2014 against the Irish in the group stages. It will get us to the drinks break. I'll bid you farewell as well, Mudassar. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Pranav. And remember, download that Unlock Cricket app. Search for the Asian Cricket Council on either of those iOS or Google Play stores. It'll wrap it up from me. I'll leave you with the boys as this chase will be completed.
Right then, we are back in the action. 20 required from 60 deliveries. 8 wickets in hand. Bahrain are cruising here. Utkarsh will come into the attack. He's been one of those standout bowlers. 3 overs, 6 runs, 1 wicket to his name. What are we expecting here, What are we expecting here, Mudassar? 20 runs, 59 deliveries. Haider is looking aggressive.
Just enjoying their batting, especially Haider and Umar Toor. He was short of runs. Umar Toor got an opportunity. He was dropped on 4 at long on by the fielder. 19 needed of 58 balls. Not at all in a hurry, the way they are getting those singles. Trying to go big, playing it away from the ball, and strikes Utkarsh for the second time in this game.
Second wicket for Utkarsh. He's been tidy and he's picked up wickets, castling the stumps of Umar Toor. It was the arm ball to start off with. Missing the angle, Umar Toor on this occasion. He's going to beat Umar Imtiaz, I beg your pardon. 10 of 12 deliveries for him. And it's 3 down for Bahrain. Ahmed bin Nasir. He's come to the middle. Third wicket down. Umar Toor has departed. Utkarsh. He's been one of those standout bowlers for Cambodia.
A slip in position. The last wicket, Umar Imtiaz managing 10 of 12. He bowled quite well into his 4th over, giving away just 7 and 2 wickets to his name. Not afraid to give that flight slow in the air. Very witty bowler, Utkarsh.
And there's very little difference between his stock delivery and the arm ball. It's mostly change of pace and change of angle that he offers. Once again, it's the arm ball that has come into play from Utkarsh. What a brilliant spell for Utkarsh. 4 overs, 2 wickets to his name, and 8 runs is only what he's conceded. 11 overs done, 66 for 3, Bahrain. Anish Rambabu Prasad. He'll come in from the media center. (18 of 54). It's mere formalities at the moment, with 7 wickets in hand and 9 overs to go. Looking to bowl some slow off spinners at the moment. Interesting action, isn't it, Mudassar?
Oh yes. And he'll be looking to get this wicket of Haider Ali Rambabu. After posting 83, a good fight put up by Cambodia, getting those 3 wickets. 20 of 21 Haider. basics are right if we talk about the bowling and the fielding of Cambodia. It's just about getting that experience on playing at a bigger platform.
Yeah, few holes need to be plunged, and that's how I look at things. It's early days. It's only going to get better from here. In the block hole, and the swirling ball will make Anish Rambabu kneel on the ground. Was testing Anish Babu, wasn't it?
Played straight towards Rambabu. Nicely driven, but yet again finds the fielder. Ball just spinning and moving away from Rambabu. He tried his best. And look at the way Haider reacted. He's finding it hard as of now, Ahmed, to find that single, to rotate the strike. A good start by Rambabu. Couple of runs, then 3 back-to-back dot deliveries.
Looking for a big one here. And he's going to let it go. So that 2-run over from Anish Rambabu will be some consolation for Cambodia, as Bahrain are 68 for 3 at the end of 12. Sharwan will come in from the parking lot end. Shot pulled. There is no protection in the mid-wicket region, and this will travel very quickly to the boundary from the bat of the captain Haider Ali. 25 for Haider Ali, as Bahrain are cruising close to the total.
An easy picking for the man in form, Haider Ali. One of the technically sound batters in this lineup of Bahrain. Cut hard, goes over .1 bounce, or is it a maximum?
We'll wait to check. Wonderful striking from the bat of Haider Ali. If it was back of length on the previous occasion, on this occasion going short on the offside. And he was always looking to go for a maximum. Believe this has travelled all the way. Wonderful striking from the bat of Haider Ali. It's gone for a maximum. Confirmation coming. They're looking to close the chase here. Bahrain, just 6 runs required from 46 deliveries. 7 wickets in hand, pure domination.
Nicely managed and equally well fielded by the fielders. Certainly saving some runs. He has been very impressive, Hyder Ali, the way he has led his team. This was that uppercut, went for that maximum. For the first time I have seen him in the Gulf Cup. I hope you have seen the match against Oman. The way he took those two catches and got those runs made sure that Bahrain went on to defeat Oman in Gulf Cup.
Yes, it was a close encounter. Sharwan. He's been one of the pick of the bowlers. The figures might not showcase what quality he had offered when the game started, especially the second innings. Was swinging the ball. He was testing Imran, who was the opener for Bahrain, the left-handed batter. Although now it is Hyder Ali who is taking a liking of Sharwan. 12 runs of this over already. And 4 is what is required to complete the proceedings. Mere formalities at the moment.
At last, Bahrain closing in. It will be their first victory in this edition of ACC Men's Premier Cup. Expectations were very high when the team landed here in Oman, led by Hyder Ali. But the batters not getting those runs have been the sorry story throughout this tournament. Even chasing 83, they have lost 3 wickets. Thanks to Hyder, who is still out there in the middle, 33 with that single, 13 overs done, 81 for the loss of 3.
Rambabu, he will continue. Gave only 2 runs in his previous over. Full toss on this occasion and he's taken apart. This will complete the proceedings. Lukman Butt will see the ball sailing over his head and he will only assist in recovering the ball back. Bahrain have completed this chase and they've completed this chase just below 7 overs remaining and 7 wickets in hand. What incredible performance for Bahrain to finish this men's T20 Premier Cup for themselves.
And good job done by the Cambodia players. First time experiencing such a high magnitude level tournament. This was the hit against Rambabu, the winning runs. Very strong. Whenever he goes down on one knee, he makes sure the ball is out of the park. It was a low full toss. And finishes the game in style. Captain Hyder Ali Butt. Good to see a win registered to the name Bahrain beating Cambodia. A happy unit. Majid had a very good tournament. Once again showing his class with the ball. So was Rizwan, the fast bowler. Coming out to chase the target of 84. Bahrain, though they have lost 3 wickets, top of the order. Sarfaraz Ali got those quick 23. Imran Ali, but the left-hander batter managing just 8. Umar Tur looked good for quite few time, but managing just 10. Hyder Ali, but made sure he stays till the end and finishes the business. 39 of 27. Got some support from Bin Nasir. 3 to his name, and just 4 extras bowled by the bowlers of Cambodia. It took 13.1 overs for Bahrain to go past that 83.
If you're talking about bowling, it is just Utkarsh Jain who was a standout performer. 4 overs, 8 runs, 2 wickets to his name. Yes, Ram Sharan also picked up a wicket for his name, but everybody else were just contributors, to balls being delivered, because there's not much on the board and not much that they could offer. 87 on the board, chasing 84 to win was Bahrain, and the bowling was never going to be testing them. Talking about the highlights, there was not much on the board, but the swing was on offer initially to start off, and that's where Bahrain looked to counter-attack. And it was the bat of Sarfraz that was looking to make the damage happen. He was striking, and he was striking clean with the minimum foot movement. A wicket initially to Utkarsh, and then it was Sarfraz was continuing to make things happen there, and that's exactly where he was caught at long on, using the height to his advantage. Came in Hyder Ali, holding on to one end and rotating strike, and on odd occasions getting a boundary to his name as well. Yes, few slow deliveries were bowled, few misfields were offered, and some power hitting from Hyder Ali was continuing to offer every now and then. Umar Imtiaz also departed in the process to Utkarsh Jain's quality, and runs were continuing to flow. Towards the end, it was the captain who was looking to dominate, and a few boundaries to his left and right and straight helped in completing the proceedings for Bahrain. Finally, a win for Bahrain, and that's the confirmation. ACC Men's Premier Cup 2024 here in Oman, and the final game for Bahrain is a win. Cambodia posting 83 and 17.2, courtesy of some double-digit contributions from Lukman, Sharwan, Salwin and Etienne Books. And it was never going to be enough as Bahrain chased down that total in 13.1. Hyder Ali being the main contributor, the captain, 39 not out for him. Utkarsh Jain was the prime bowler for Cambodia, 2 for 8 for him. And the final confirmation, Bahrain have won this all-important encounter for some smiles to finish this ACC Men's Premier Cup 2024 by 7 wickets. That's it from us here in the comm box. But before we conclude, it is going to be the final presentation in the center with Mikhail Waswani.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the post-match presentation party of this match played between Bahrain and Cambodia and the ACC Men's T20 Cup 2024. Firstly, before we proceed, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank Oman Cricket Association and the Asian Cricket Council for putting out a very fine effort and tournament as well. At the same time, we would also like to take this opportunity to thank our official streaming partner India Fan Code, official broadcast partner Nepal Kantipur TV, official partners Dafa News, 1x Bat, Babu 88 Sports and a commercial partner TCM. Well, clearly it was a fight between two sides who were still trying to find that elusive win in the tournament. Bahrain were eager to end on a high, and Cambodia, well, finding their feet in this tournament, wanted to make an impression. But it was Bahrain all the way, and they'll be happy to maybe just go back with a lot of positives. Put into bat, rather batting first, Cambodia managed only 83 runs. They were bundled out by a clinical bowling effort by Bahrain. Only 4 batters for Cambodia got into double figures, and for Bahrain it was the bowlers up front who made an impression. Clearly, this has been a learning curve for Cambodia, but Bahrain certainly will want to look at this match as some way where the team put in an all-round effort. Just the right time to have a chat with both the captains. I'd like to firstly call upon the captain of Cambodia, Etienne Books, for a quick chat. He can give us some more perspective into it. Etienne, tough luck. I understand it's a learning curve for your side. How difficult is it to draw positives after a match like this where you've actually been bundled out for 83?
No, first of all, I want to say congratulations to Bahrain. They put us very early under pressure on the bowling attack. Their bowling was good. The line and length was good. They were not giving us that opportunity to free our hands, first of all. Second of all, I said there's an opportunity as we were trying new bowlers in our team as well. And for us to see that they made a little bit of impact, it was good. It's also a learning curve for everybody. Yes, unfortunately, our openers fell short today. Gave our middle order some chance to make an impact, but unfortunately it was not our day because of the good bowling they had. It's just tough luck for us at the end of the day.
I know you didn't have a total to defend, but just looking at the way Shravan Godra bowled today under conditions conducive to bowling, you must have been mighty pleased. He got the ball to move, climb and dart around as well.
Yes, that first over was quite impressive from him. Unlucky the second ball, we didn't take the wicket when we had the opportunity. But yeah, he was very good in the opening over, and I was pleased to see that the spinners also brought their best bowling effort today. Even though we had the low total to defend, we still got to manage them at least to the 13th over at least to put the pressure on them also.
Right, you have a big match again tomorrow against UAE. I'm sure you'll want to maybe end with quite a few performances and maybe go back with some good memories.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, tomorrow is a big game. UAE is not going to be an easy game, but like you said, it's a learning opportunity, and tomorrow is once again just a session in class, I would say, for us and now as a team also to improve ourselves.
Right, we're all excited to watch you all. You're a great bunch. We've really enjoyed watching you all play. Keep up with the intensity.
No, thank you. Enjoy the day.
You too. That was the captain of Cambodia, Etienne Books. Time to call upon the captain who came first in this contest, Haider Ali Butt from Bahrain. Haider, finally, I'm sure you'll be delighted with this effort of yours. Everything went right.
बस आज थोड़ा ये था कि मतलब कि जो थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस थोड़ा ज़्यादा उस टीम से रैंकिंग में हम 27 पे हैं, वो 43 पे है, बट ऑलमोस्ट आज जो फास्ट बॉलर ने ऊपर से जल्दी ब्रेक थ्रू मिला और थोड़ा विकेट में भी आज थोड़ा लो बाउंस था जिसकी वजह से टोटल पे हमने उनको आउट किया.
Right, I would like to translate what Haider Ali Butt is trying to say. He's saying that in terms of experience, they were clearly a higher ranked side, but he's also happy that his bowlers exploited conditions and they made good use of the situation in front. Haider, your form with the ball and bat, I'm sure you came good. Where do you think things went wrong for Bahrain in this tournament?
बैट्समैन ने भी अच्छा खेला और पहले तो हमको सबसे बड़ा लॉस ये हुआ कि जो हमारा मेन बैट्समैन था जो मेरे साथ सोहेल अहमद, वो उसका इंजरी होना, और दूसरा हमारा थोड़ा फील्डिंग का इशू जिसकी वजह से थोड़ा जो मिस्टेक्स हुई, वो जैसे यूएई है, ओमान है, वो अच्छी टीम है, सीनियर टीम्स है हमारी, हमने उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखा, उनके साथ खेले, और बस यही मैं बोलना चाहूँगा. और दूसरा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हमारे पास ग्राउंड नहीं है, ये ग्रीनरी, तो जब भी हमारे पास ये ग्राउंड थोड़ी फैसिलिटीज़ आएंगी, हमारा बोर्ड जो है वो स्ट्रगल कर रहा है इसके बारे में, तो इंशाल्लाह जब भी जल्दी हमारे पास ग्राउंड आएगा तो इंशाल्लाह ये जो मिस्टेक्स हैं ये जल्दी कवर हो जाएंगी.
Right, Haider Ali stating that there are certain areas that they would like to address. First up is the fielding and catching against top teams. They missed out over there. Also, one of their senior players and the most prolific batters, Sohail Ahmed, was injured in the very first game. Also, in terms of the infrastructure offered, if they could get better at home, it'll certainly help their cause. Right. What are the positives you would like to take from here? Some great moments that you feel that seriously give Bahrain that edge going into the next tournament?
इसमें थोड़ा सीखने के लिए ही हमको मिला है, क्योंकि अभी जैसे रिसेंटली अभी 50 ओवर्स टूर्नामेंट में हमने क्वालिफाई किया है, तो हमने जैसे ओमान यूएई टीम के बॉलर्स के साथ बात किया है, उन्होंने लड़कों को टिप्स दिया है, बैट्समैनों को उन्होंने टिप्स दिया कि यही है कि हमारे पास फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है, बट उन्होंने बोला कि जितना आप क्रिकेट खेलोगे उतना ही आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस आएगा. तो अभी अब कोशिश यही है, हमारा बोर्ड जो है वो बहुत वर्क तो कर रहा है, तो इंशाल्लाह जितने भी हम क्रिकेट खेलेंगे, लास्ट 50 ओवर्स जो भी नेक्स्ट आने वाला है क्वालिफाई ऑलमोस्ट किया है, तो अभी नेक्स्ट राउंड में इंशाल्लाह अच्छा करेंगे.
Right, Haider states it's a learning curve for them as well. They're looking for more opportunities and more infrastructure, giving them that extra bit of experience in the middle. And they're eager to go out there because the board is a very proactive one. I'm sure they will go out there and make some great memories in the coming games as well. Haider, tough luck. You'll have played well. You'll end on a high. I'm sure you'll want to take back some good moments from here.
Thank you, sir.
Captain of Bahrain there, Haider Ali Butt. And just the right time to call upon Mr. Prakash Bhatt, the match referee of this game, to give away the Player of the Match award. Quite a few names came up. It was a tough decision for the think tank. You had Ali Dawood with 3 for 8. You had Haider Ali Bhatt 3 for 11 with the ball and also 39 unbeaten runs. Abdul Majid Abbasi as well 2 for 12. But a certain Ali Dawood, 3 for 8 for him, first up with a new ball, clearly went out there and made a splash, and he deserves to be the player of the match. On batting friendly conditions for a pace bowler to go out there and get wickets, he's put up a stellar effort with the ball, and that gave Bahrain the edge against Cambodia, and that's how they managed to bundle them out to 83. Ali, you must be super pleased. Congratulations. Something in the conditions that helped your bowling?
Yeah, first thank to Allah, my Allah. So yeah, it's a very tough, good condition for today, but its pitch was very good for batting. So I just bowled by line or length, so that's why I'll do.
Not a bad toss to lose. Cambodia won the toss, decided to bat. Bahrain ko bowling de diya, and I'm sure you were happy with the ball as well.
Yeah,
what is the role given to you?
या वो विल हैप्पी फॉर दिस फॉर हमारा यही था कि हम अच्छा करें, क्योंकि पहले 3 मैचेस थे वो हमारे लिए थोड़ा टफ थे, तो इसी वजह से तो फिर हमने इसीलिए बोला कि कैप्टन की भी थोड़ी प्लानिंग थी, हमारे कोचेस स्पेशली कोचेस को वही बॉल लाइन टू लाइन बॉल करना है, तो बस अच्छा किया, सो अल्लाह ने इज्जत दी इंशाल्लाह.
How is it teaming up with Rizwan Butt, Ali Dawood, Rizwan Butt? You're enjoying this Jugalbandi?
ये है हमारा आपस में, हम एक दूसरे के साथ पिछले 10-12-15 साल से खेल रहे हैं, एक ही क्लब में खेलते हैं पाकिस्तान में भी, तो हमारा आपस में अच्छी बॉन्डिंग है, तो उसी बॉन्डिंग को हम लेके चल रहे हैं, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा, अभी तक तो अच्छा चल रहा है, तो इंशाल्लाह फ्यूचर में भी अच्छा ही होगा इंशाल्लाह.
Right, Ali Dawood stating that he enjoys the new ball partner of his, Rizwan Butt. They've played a lot of cricket in Pakistan together for the last 15 years, so they actually complement each other very well. आप वो जुगलबंदी बरकरार रखिए, आपने बहुत ही अच्छी bowling की.
Thank you very much.
Player of the match of this game, Ali Butt. Well, we have a cracker lined up tomorrow. The league stage has finally come to an end. We need more clarity, and all of that will be ascertained in tomorrow's 4 big games across both the turfs. Tomorrow, in Turf 1, the first game will be Hong Kong-China versus Malaysia. Then you have Nepal taking on Saudi Arabia in Turf 2. UAE versus Cambodia in Turf 1 in the second game of the afternoon. And Oman versus Kuwait on Turf 2 as well. So a day of double headers across both the venues, and even now, both the groups are split wide open. We don't have the 3 semi-finalists. Only Nepal has gone through. So much more to look forward to. That's it from the presentation area. We look forward to your company tomorrow. From all of us out here, goodbye.